welcome back to another scrapbook how-to video. If you're joining me on YouTube, this is a series I am doing for stayathome.com. I'll have the link below later. Now, this is a process video that I'm going to do start to finish my scrapbook process. Normally when I do a process video, it's sped up about 4 times, has bits cut out, and I just do a voiceover. This is going to be start to finish as it happens, just to be able to do step by step for anybody who's not scrapbooked before, just to give an idea of my process. This first one's going to be using a sketch as a start. I'm going to do another one about scrap lifting, so more about that in the next video. And yeah, just different ways of getting started with a page and inspiration and how to get started in scrapbooking. So move over to the desk and we'll take it from there. Hello. So here we are, craft desk. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to scrapbook these photos. So this is printed on my selfie printer that I have at home on 6x4. Comes slightly smaller because I do it with borders, and then with this one I've used a photo collage app, so it ends up being the same size as that one. Okay, because I have a layout in mind and I'll show you the sketch in a minute. So where to get started? So you've got your photos, and a couple of ways to get started in choosing what your papers are. You can either look at your photos and choose some colours. So we've got blues and greens, and pull out some papers that have got blues and greens. Other way is to think of a recipe. So this is one from a class that I took, gosh, just over a year ago, where you get a multicoloured pattern papers, 2 multicoloured pattern papers, similar colours in them, 4 single colour sheets, that 4 colours that appear in them. Sorry, doorbell. So 4 single colour pieces that appear in both of them. Neutral and a black and white. So neutral would be like grey, brown, beige, and black and white paper. Paper with something you can cut out to use as embellishments, and then some mixed embellishments. So that's actually the recipe I use the most when I'm putting a page kit together, or I just grab what's available. There's some other ones that at the minute, this is For the Love of Homemade Kits, which is on a blog, and I can't remember the name of the blog, but if you just search for the Love of Homemade Kits, and I'll put the link in later. So this is one in January that she came up with. So your paper, your embellishments, if you want to do some mixed media, and the types of alphabets you use, and there's a different one for each month so far this year. Okay, and then so what we're going to do first, we're going to choose papers. So I'm going to use this recipe because this is the recipe I like. So this is going to be my paper with cut apart embellishments, so I can cut the flowers out, and that'll give me different size embellishments that will coordinate. This is all from the same collection from American Crafts. It's pink paisley, and the designer is called Paige Evans, and this is her Bloom Street, her latest collection. So this is going to be my cut apart sheet, so I can cut the flowers out and use them as embellishments. And also it's the green, the nice green on the back, which I can always use for a layer as well if I don't use all the flowers. So I'm going to use that as my cut apart sheet. Then one of my multicolour sheets, I really like this diamond paper, and it's got all the colours that are in this collection. You see them all here on that. So we're going to use this as one of my multicolour sheets. So then we're looking for another multicolour sheet with those colours in now. I really love this. So that's a possibility for my second one. And then my single colours, love blue. So it's got lots of different shades of blue. There's a bit of the turquoise or teal in there, sorry. But it's mostly blue. So I'm going to use that as one of my colours. And that's actually, there's an A side and a B side to a paper. So an A side is the one that's got your strip on, it's the main pattern. This is beautiful. Could also use this as my second multicolour sheet, because it's not got all the colours, but it's got some of the colours in. But I like that as like a design for layers on a page. So this is your B side. So I've got an A side sheet here, She's really quite fussy and very green, but I really love this pink and this simple pattern. So that's my second one, my single colour. My third one, I'm not sure, might be this one. So we're going to put that there for a moment. It's a possibility. But I'm definitely going to use, this is the A side of the sheet, so sheet number 3. With B side, purple's my favourite colour. So I'm going to use the purple. And some of the purples are actually in this with the blues as well. So I know this is multicolour, but it's just more tone on tone of the blues. So we're going to use that as my second sheet. Could use this as cut parts for embellishments. That's always an option. Because you know, cut that out as a whole thing. But probably not on for this kit. It's got the purples and the pinks. That could, because it's all tones of the same colour really, if I'm cheating. But I don't think I'm going to use that one. There's another multicolour one that could actually be one of my 2 multicolour ones. But I'm going to use the yellow on the back because yellow's a happy colour. Okay, so we're going to put that one back on the pile for another day. Okay. These are the other colours in the collection, the other sheets, which are all beautiful. I absolutely love this. Okay, and now I need to find something neutral and something black and white. So I'm just going to have a look through these Heidi Swap Art Walk papers, which just arrived today for neutral. Don't always have to have everything from the same designer, you see. It doesn't really matter if they're from different designers. I could actually have that as one of my 4 colours. Because that actually would go quite nice as one of my 4 colours, but I'm not going to. Okay, black and white. I think this is another pink paisley one. This is pink paisley, it's Fifth and Monaco. And I think there's a black and white one in this. Yeah. It's different flowers, but it's black and white floral. So I think that'd go quite nice with them. And then I need another neutral. I've got a wood grain one somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, actually, I'll use that as my black and white if I want to cut them out for something else. Okay, no, nothing neutral there. And then this is Vicky Booting. Lots and lots of designers. So this, I'm looking for my neutral ones. This is the one with the browns or greys. So I've got nothing there in my new papers. Now I do know I have some browns in this box. Some wood grains. This is Felicity Jane. This is a kit club that I have collected over many years. And there's lots of black and whites and neutrals in this. That's a nice one. It's quite soft, doesn't it? And it goes with the feel of the papers because of how soft it is. We're going to use that one. So that's my kit. So not just for these photos I'm scrapping today, but this is the kit I'm going to work with for my layouts over the next few days or weeks, so I'm not scrapping every day. And then that's my cut apart sheet. And then, so we've got our 2 multicolours, we've got our 4 single colours, we've got our neutral, our black and white, and our cut apart piece. What I'm also going to use, also says to get some mixed embellishments. So, mixed embellishments. These are cardstock stickers. They're silver, which is a nice change. A lot of these ones are usually gold. So some cardstock stickers there. I've got some of the Bloom Street flowers left. And then I've got the Bloom Street die cut ephemera. So these are printed die cut pieces. And then I've got stamps from the collection as well, which I might use, but not today. I won't go with stamps today. Okay, so that's the supplies I'm using. Next, really good starting point for a page if you're not sure what you want to do are page sketches. Now this is a website called pagemaps.com. Lots and lots of different sketch sites out there. Go to Pinterest and search for scrapbook sketches. I'll put a few links in the comments box as well for you. There's Stuck Sketches is one that was around for years. She's not doing any new ones on that site anymore, but there's still like hundreds on there. Lots and lots and lots of different places out there to get sketches. So these are this month's sketches. Now I decided what I wanted to do is actually, there's a sketch from September that I like for these photos, and it's actually this sketch up here. So what I've done is I've taken that sketch off the website, saved that photo off Page Maps website, and I've printed it. Okay, but you'll notice this is a A4. It's not square, it's not 12 by 12, and I work in 12 by 12. So these photo sizes, I can go up with the photo sizes because I'm going to be using a bigger piece of paper. Okay, so this calls for, you've got a background piece, and then you've got another layer which is slightly smaller than your background piece, and then some paper here, or in a big embellishment here, and then you've got some paper here, which is where the journaling, so your who, where, what, why and when. There's an embellishment cluster here with your title over it, and that looks like a little bit more journaling there, or a subtitle. You've got an embellishment cluster here and an embellishment cluster here, and then your photos are arranged in this grid. Okay, don't have to stick exactly to the sketch. You can use it differently. You can turn it, you can move where things are, because these say leaves, they don't have to be leaves. This is just what was used to make the sketch. So what I'm going to do is choose our background. What I'm actually going to do is, the main base is I'm actually going to use this neutral, this wood grain one. Now, the papers have your manufacturing strip on the bottom, which is who they're from, and some companies, so that's your A side with your details on, and the B side some companies have as a pattern as well. So you're just going to cut that off. Line it up in your trimmer or get your scissors and snip it off. So that's the 12 by 12 base that you're going to build the page up. So the page is going to be built up from there. So what I then need is my next layer, so the main background, what you're going to see the most of. Okay, so here's my papers. We're going to put this one to the side because that's what I'm going to cut up for embellishments. Don't want a black and white one because the pictures are quite bright. Love this yellow, which I think with that blue, it really stands out. I love yellow. Yellow's a happy colour. I try to add yellow to nearly every layout I do because it just makes me smile. That's not me, so it's a happy colour. It's Chamel, and Chamel's another designer whose collections I use in another video. So that one's probably a good one to use. I don't think the purple, because I'm wearing blues and it's the blue sky. The pink could go quite well because you've got the flowers in the background. Oh. And that makes the blue pop and brings out the pink in the background in the flowers. If you had it that way, it'd probably pull out that pink even more. And then you've got the blues with that bit of green, which I think loses some of the brightness in the sky. So I might actually use this for this smaller piece that's down here, possibly. Because you've got a lot of blues in the pictures, so I think having some blues on the page is going to be a good thing. I could always just use one of my multicolour ones. So you've got something dark there and the bright blues, it pops off the page a little bit. I'd probably do a white matte, so a layer of white that's a little bit bigger if I was using a dark background. I actually like that. Or I could use this. So what I've got to also think about is how it looks against this background. So because this is quite pale and so is my neutral background, I think it's a possibility of getting a bit lost. Whereas this, if we do it going dark to light, it really stands out against that neutral background. And so does that. Don't usually use backgrounds like this as everything, but I'm quite liking that. With that as my bit down there. No, I like the yellow. We're going to do the yellow. We're going to stick to the yellow. So what I'm going to do is I want a 1/2 inch border all the way around. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off one side and 1 inch off another. But first of all, we cut the border strip off. Border strip. I always keep these as well because they're really good for using at a later date. Okay, so 1 inch off that side. So you're just taking 1 inch off 2 sides. So 1 inch off the bottom, 1 inch off the right, if you want to think of it that way. And then that will sit in the middle of your page like that. Okay, just making sure I'm all lined up and you can see me. Okay, so now we're all lined up and you can see me properly. I'm really sorry, I didn't realise you couldn't see me properly. Okay, so I'm going to stick this to the background. This is a tape pen, so this is Herma Transfer. It's a repositional tape. You don't need to put loads on everywhere, just a few dots, a couple of places. And it's okay to eyeball where it's going. You can use a T-square if you want to make sure it's straight, to make sure it's where you want it, but you don't have to. Eyeballing it is fine and absolutely acceptable. I actually get laughed at by people for using this. I like to know it's where it should be. So I now know that corner is 1/2 inch up from the bottom. We now need it 1/2 inch over. There we go. That does not look straight. That looked straighter before I did that. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so we know my photos go in there with an embellishment cluster up here. So we now need this one that comes down here. Okay, sorry, had to cut a bit out of the video there because I made a mistake and I want this to make sense, so we're going to skip a little bit. This here, it's like a dotted line, it's a box, so it's possibly stitched or you can doodle it. What I'm going to do is actually make that one big piece of pattern paper, and then this embellishment piece is going to come over it. So I'm going to use the pink. I know I was going to use the blue, but it's the blue that I messed up. Okay, and it is going to be about here. So about there. Come over a bit. So it's going to come here. And I'm going to cut it from about here and about here. Okay, bring the trimmer over. I'm going to line that mark up on my trimmer. And then I'm going turn it and line the next mark up on my trimmer. There we go. So that piece is coming here. The photos there and there. Okay. So we're going to stick this down first. Now if you do end up being able to see any of pencil lines that you do, use a white rubber. Proper white or a putty rubber. Because if it's not white rubber, or one of these actually marks your paper, so don't use the one off the top of your pencil. Okay, and then this photo comes to the edge of this. I don't do the glue all the way to the edges in case I want to tuck anything up under the photo. Okay, and then we need something here, which is this piece underneath. So I'm actually going to have a look at the embellishments. It could be one of the pattern papers, so we could cut a piece of this. Actually, I think I will. What I'm going to do is use diamonds. So I'm going to... Where's the sketch gone? What have I done with the sketch now? There it is. So what I'm going to do is use this straight edge and then come up around some of the diamonds. It's going to be about 4 of them, so about 3. So I'm just going to use my scissors and cut up to 3 of them. Just give it a bit of shape, so it's not a flat shape on the page. And then that point should be tucked under here, so we can come straight across through the middle of those diamonds. But I am going to take these off the bottom. That'll just give it a little bit of shape. They're going to come here. Like that. It's a different shape to what's on there, but that's okay. Because that doesn't matter. So we're just going to stick that down. Like that. There you go. Okay. Now we need a big piece here for the title to go on. So I don't really have any in here. Also have so these are also from this collection, and I possibly Sunshine Spring, what's the date? June, so it's not spring, it's summer. Bloom. So it was a gardens, it was a model village and gardens. So I could do Bloom, could do Hello, which matches this paper. Where's that other cut part sheet said I wasn't going to use? Okay, so yeah, these are from this collection, so I'm going to bring these in to use for my title. And there's this cut apart sheet that I said I wasn't going to use, which actually, instead of this element being a big circle, I might use one of these cards and then put that on to one of the cards. Probably use the roses. Now again, you can use your trimmer for this. These are 3" by 4" cards. And I mentioned on my first video about pocket scrapbooking, these fit in your pockets. Something else over that, I think. And use it off completely. Don't have to use it as a whole as it is. Cut things down, cut things out. I'll put that there. And then I like that. We're going to do that. Put that there. Oops. And then we are going to put Bloom over the top. And then there are these butterflies that coordinate with these colours, so we can use them as embellishment. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a bit of journaling on, write my story, and what I'm going to do with that is use a couple of pens. I'm going to use my T-square and put a couple of lines on. I think black will be fine on this. Oh. And I'm going to do them so they come across like this. The reason I do my lines now, I do my story now, my journaling, is so I know what space I've got for my embellishments. Okay, so who? Mark and I. Where? At Model Village and Gardens in Great Yarmouth. When? 22nd of June 2019. And why, what we were doing on a weekend away to see new parts of the country. And then, wow, was it sunny. There we go. So that's my story. My who, where, why, when and what. Okay, so now I've got my clusters of embellishments to do. So I like these butterflies that come with the title piece, so we're going to use them. Now actually, because this is a smaller space up here, I'm going to use the smallest butterfly. Okay. So, put them away. Ooh, we've got 3 hearts as well. Might use the hearts. Now, this is something I've not talked about. When you're doing your embellishing, think of a triangle. And you want things in a triangle to frame your photo. It'll draw your eye to the photo. So that's why you've got your 3 embellishment clusters. So you've got your 3 embellishment clusters. They frame your photo. So your photos are in those clusters. Okay, always remember that. So we've got blue and purple one there. So I might move these hearts in a bit. Got the biggest butterfly, so a little flower. We've got medium butterfly, so I am actually going to do the big not flower, heart, and the littlest heart there. They are probably going to move because I'm not 100% sure I like them where they are. Okay, so you move on to your other embellishments, and it's just a case of building up some clusters around your photo, around your title block. This is 12 by 12 cardstock stickers. I really like this. I might change my title because I really like that sunshine and happiness. Actually, I think I'll put this here. Shine and tuck it under my butterfly. Like that. I'm going to have, so that might move. Let me just get my block. Now don't be afraid to cover things up, because you notice it's covering up that corner there of that paper. Don't worry about it. You could always move it down here if you didn't like it up there. I actually like it there. I'm going to tuck it onto the photo a little bit. And pop that heart back on. Actually, it looks okay there now. Okay. What else do we have? So we've got this, love this. Need something to connect it to there. And we can do let's have a look. Maybe some of these silver ones. Remember this. under the photo. Move this a little bit. Don't worry about having to move things. Most things have repositionable adhesive. There we go. Okay. And now, so we've got some silver there. Got some silver there. So we need some silver down here. So, let's have a look. So happy together. I'm going to tuck that under the butterfly again. I'm going to have this happiness go over it. Anything else we want to add? I could just go mad and keep adding stuff. I actually really like that as it is. Let's have a look. Anything in these packs I want to tuck in. So I like tucking things in. Definitely wasn't raining. We've got that sunshine happiness already. No. Could add that there. I like that. I'm going to pop this up here. And it just brings those pinks and reds up to a place where they aren't already. You notice I do this a lot, sticking stuff on the back of my hand. Okay, so make sure that butterfly is going around that R. I'm going to put this down here. Might need to bring the bottom of the M's up. Maybe even the bottom of the O's. There we go. Like that there. That then gives a reason for me staggering that. Okay. So we've got the purple, and the purple there now. Got the green. We've got the pinks. So you've got the background, you've got this, you've got that. Pinks and reds. Just need something blue up here. Oh, they're pretty. Oh, I am so looking forward to using this all up. This only arrived today. Okay, something blue. In this little packet, let's take a look. Well, there's that blue there though, isn't there? Could have an extra layer under there. Oh, I like that. We're going to do that. There we go. I think that's done. So we've got my triangle of embellishments, which put the photos in the middle. We've got, sorry, just putting them away. Okay, so we've got the triangle of embellishment clusters, which puts your photos in the middle. We've got things repeated in each of the clusters, so the colours repeated, the motifs repeated, and everything brings your eyes to the photos. You've got the story. You've got lots of room here if your story's longer. It's just I've done the bulk of this story on another page. Okay, so that's it. That is my start to finish process with how I pick things and how I follow a sketch. Next time I'm going to have a slightly different process on, rather than following a sketch, taking inspiration from someone else's layout, and I will most definitely give credit for whose layout that is. Well, thanks so much for watching. You have a good day. Bye bye.